Since the F1 games first became a proper year-by-year franchise by Codemasters, since F1 2010 or 09 if you want to count that random crappy Wii game, there have been plenty of stupid things that have occurred on F1 Career Mode. Now today, in this brand new video, we're going to be discussing some of the stupidest things that happen on F1 2018 Career Mode. Things that make you just facepalm, look at this screen in utter confusion, and make you wonder what on earth the coding is like in the game for certain things to happen. And let's face it, on F1 2018, it's a great game, a step up from 2017 in my opinion, but there have been a number of stupid things that have occurred on F1 2018 that I don't think have ever actually even occurred many other times on previous F1 games, things that are specific to 2018, and today we're going to discuss those things in some depth and reminisce and maybe relive some of the past tortures that you have all experienced, I'm sure, at one point or another on F1 2018 Career Mode. And if you guys go on to enjoy the video, then be sure to hit that like button, do get subscribed for weekly full-on content. Without further ado though, let's get into this. Number one, and this is the biggest culprit, the one that you can't get away from, and everyone categorically has faced this glitch at some point in their F1 2018 Career Mode. You know what I'm talking about. It's the glitched fast-forwarding times of qualifying. Seemingly, the moment you even fast-forward by 5 milliseconds, or even skip to the end of the session, the AI will gain a mere 1 second in a lap time. You'll be going from the end of the session, literally the timer has run out. You've sat for the entire 15 minutes of qualifying, sat there like a mug, watching it all go off in real time, having a drink, a bucket of popcorn, whatever you want and fancy in your Q1 session, and the moment it goes to black and fades out from black, oh, Fernando Alonso's gained 5 seconds on his lap. How's that happened? And that's not just it, my friends. No, that is just not it. You know the other caveat with this glitch is the actual timings themselves. It's not just gaining time willy-nilly out of thin air. It's the fact that multiple AI cars will sometimes set the exact same lap time. The exact one. You're telling me that 4 cars in Formula 1 have crossed the line and they've done the exact same lap time in a top 10 shootout. A shootout where the pressure is on, mistakes are made, you're really sweating buckets in the car. I know these are great drivers, and I know these cars can sometimes get a little bit close in terms of performance on the career mode if you're a few seasons on. But the same exact lap time, you're telling me that 4 different drivers in probably maybe about 3 different cars minimum have set the same lap time. Yes, that always happens in Formula 1. Oh wait, it doesn't. Number 2 is going to be the most random engine penalties you've ever seen in your life. Now, we've seen ridiculous engine penalties in the past. McLaren have had 65 place grid penalties before the rule came in where if you get over 15, you're just sent to the back. That I can live with. That's stupid. But this is a new level of stupid because we've had AI have engine penalties at the start of a season! Great job in qualifying yesterday, kick off this new 2018 season. Yeah, really good job, mate. Like P11, good stuff. So, something to tell you, I don't really know how to break this news to you. I know it's the start of the season, but, you're gonna be starting on this last row of the grid, lad. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, mate. I honestly don't. I know, you know, Australia, high climate, you know, kangaroos, they got into the paddock, they broke some of the pieces of the engine. We're going to have to take a new whole column, even though we've only done a total of, what, 6 sessions? Yeah, FP1, FP2, FP3 was really grueling to the engine parts, I tell you that. And in Q1, Q2, did we even make it into Q3, Bob? No, we didn't. Okay, we didn't make it to Q3, so 5 sessions. Yeah, we're going to have to take a whole new column, mate. We're going to have to go to the back of the grid. Yeah, cool. Thought you'd understand, mate. Thought you'd understand. No problem. And that's the start of this season. That's the most stupid part of the engine penalties. But even after that, when you get away from the fact we've had a few AI take penalties in round 1, round 2, round 3 of the season. We've hardly even done much racing at this point, and they're taking engine penalties. Just move forward to the end of the season, where categorically in the last 5 races, your title rivals, if you're in a championship fight, or your rivals, if you're fighting for midfield, will always seemingly have about 5 penalties to take, and they seem to spread them across 3 different races, because why not? Let's screw ourselves, let's give some good luck to the player every single time at the end of the season. What is up with that? I know Ricciardo's taken a fair old penalties consecutively over multiple races, but in reality, not every driver is taking that many penalties. Usually people play it tactically, like a Toro Rosso or Renault. You know, they know they're going to take this penalty at this point, so they're going to tactically take all of them at one point. Or, you know, even Ricciardo's done that in the past. Oh, we want a whole designated part of engine components for our pool to use later on, so we'll take them all now, not spread them across 5 races. Number 3. AI in the wet are just a bit too good. Now I know what you're thinking, Arav, mate, you're rubbish in the wet, you can't talk. Well, but a moment ago, I have seen league racers on Twitter complain about the same thing when they play AI. They are too good in the wet. They will very high key gain 3 seconds on you in a lap. Just like that. Just because, you know, you're driving a literal turtle with wheels attached to its legs, and they're driving an actual F1 car. You know, I'm level on pace with my teammate, only, you know, 1/10 off. Might get him with a good lap, 2/10 ahead of him. Seems about right, really. Nice close AI battle. In the wet? No. But I said I was level with my teammate. No! But we've got the same piece of machinery. If we're level on driving pace as well in the drive, then surely we can... No! Your teammate is just gonna gain 1 second on you. Because why not? Screw you. Number 4. The AI's complete disregard for your existence sometimes on the racing circuit. How many times have you been squeezed off the track, onto a curb, onto the grass at some stages, because the AI simply turns in like you are not even there? Great example, my racing career mode, China. I'm fully alongside Max Verstappen, mate. You can see me in the mirrors. I'm not a lapped car, unlike Esteban Ocon at the Brazilian Grand Prix. I am for position here, so I have every right to be given room on this inside. It's a long right-hander. There's plenty of space on the left, mate. What do? You squeeze me completely off circuit, have no disregard for the fact that we're racing wheel to wheel, and you have to give room, especially when a car's only half a length aside. I was well than more half. I was more like 2/3 alongside you, sir. You have to give me the space all the time. You have to leave her the space, in the famous words of Fernando Alonso. Number 5, the reputation system on this game makes no sense whatsoever sometimes, because you could do a great job and beat your teammate. Now, at the end of the day in Formula 1, the greatest yardstick is your teammate. We all know that. If you beat your teammate in the same car, you've done a pretty good job, actually. You know, obviously, it might be a bad day in the office for your team. You might be doing badly as a team. But you know you've beaten a driver in the same car. So you can't really be blamed for anything more apart from the car was not performing well that weekend. But no, you beat your teammate quite thoroughly. You actually might even get some pretty decent points. But because you did not match the team goals, screw you. We don't like you anymore. You've done a bad job. Let's see. You beat your teammate. You got great points. But wait, you didn't get that very unrealistic 3rd place we wanted. You only got P5. So in our mind, screw you. But to every other team's minds, you've done a great job. Great job. Usually it's your own team that bigs you up. You know, it's that morale kind of aspect of, don't worry about it, lad. You know, you're going to bounce back. You're doing a great job. Oh, it was a tough race. You did well in the conditions our car was in. But no, in this game, your team has it out for you. Your team doesn't care about you. Every other team loves you. They're like, oh, look at him in the Ferrari. Oh, he's doing a great job. What a star. He deserves a seat in our car, the neighbour's car, his grandmother's car. He deserves a seat in everyone's car. His own team, you're not doing well enough, mate. You need to pick up the pace, otherwise you're gonna get fired, son. You're gonna get fired. You're just not doing well. You know, forget about what Mercedes, the world champions, think. You're doing really badly, mate. You know, P5 and your teammate out the points is not good enough. Number 6, the rookie to veteran bar is the most redundant thing I've ever seen in an F1 game. There been many parameters in the past that have been redundant, but this takes the cherry on top. Within 1 season, I went from a rookie to a veteran. I'll say that again. Rookie, entering the sport as a newcomer, to a veteran. Veteran. Let's think about the word veteran. Been in the sport for a while. Well respected. Done many Grand Prix. Probably at least got many F1 points minimum because you can have some midfield veterans, but usually you like to think a real class veteran has probably won a couple of races, got on the podium, really experienced life in Formula 1 for at least minimum, you would say, 6 years, I would say at least. I think in Formula 1 terms in modern day, 6 years makes you a bit of a veteran, to be honest, the way some of these midfield drivers are taken in and out of the sport. So I'd say 6 years minimum, might be even more if you look back in the olden days of Formula 1, but no! In F1 2018, I do 1 season, and I am a veteran. By that standard, Lance Stroll is a veteran in Formula 1. Sergei Sorokin is a veteran in Formula 1. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that veteran Sorokin, he's been in the sport for a long while, ain't he? Yes, top lad, top lad. And finally, the OP as hell starts from the AI. They have the acceleration of a cheetah, and we have the acceleration of a baboon. Now, that wouldn't be an issue. Many times we've asked Codemasters for better lap 1 on the AI, but that's the issue. They're great at the start, but then they revert back to their usual train tracking into turn 1. So you lose about 3 positions on the acceleration when 5 lights go out, and then into turn 1, if you're lucky, and most of the time you can dive down the inside and gain the 3 positions back. But wouldn't it be a lot nicer if you were just level on pegging on the acceleration, and I don't know, level on pegging into turn 1 on the braking, and they didn't train track and give you about 5 kilometers into the turn 1. I missed the memo when everyone became Fernando Alonso style starters and I'm Mark Webber at the Belgian Grand Prix. So there we have it, 7 of the stupidest things I could come to think of in F1 2018 career mode. Let me know if you guys have any other stupid things that occur in F1 2018 career mode. Guys, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and do get subscribed if you're new around here for weekly full-on content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.